Natsu versus Larcade. Okay, so we pretty much know that Larcade and Natsu are going to come face to face at some point. We don't exactly know when, so I'm kinda guessing chapter 515 at best, possibly even later. Since we still have Sting versus Larcade, as well as Natsu still being out cold and in his dream state. But once he wakes up and in some way finds himself face to face with Larcade, there is going to be a lot of heat. Most likely Natsu will appear in the nick of time, as is usually the case in anime and movies in general, and as it does, Sting will be at the brink of death. I believe Larcade is going to have taken some damage from Sting to not make Sting's power up completely shat on, if you know what I mean. But I just don't think he's going to win against Larcade. Now there is a high chance that Larcade will prepare a killing move against Sting, and that's when Natsu intercepts in some way. So how will this fight happen? Well, that's a pretty interesting question that I've been asking myself, and I'm sure others have been doing the same. I did conclude that it won't be a battle right from the start. Here's the thing. We know that Natsu and Larcade smells identical or the same, but it's pretty common knowledge that you can't smell your own odor. So Natsu is most likely going to smell nothing coming from this guy, and he'll be questioning himself why. That's when someone will reveal either Larcade or the badly wounded Sting, I imagine, since the others will be out cold still, after finding out that the man in front of him is another Dragneel, who claims to be the child of Seraph. Things are going to get a bit crazy. By crazy, I basically mean Natsu is going to immediately bury his fist in Larcade's face, and that is how this battle is going to begin at long last. During their battle, I think Larcade will explain just how much alike they truly are. For those who've seen my other videos will know that I think Larcade was created in a very similar way to what Natsu was. I believe we're going to get a 100% confirmation during this fight on Larcade's birth. I also think that Natsu and Larcade will be very close to being equals in terms of power, a sensation Larcade has never experienced before, since he is one of the top 3 Spriggans and has most likely always won his battles with ease. Natsu, on the other hand, has experienced the harsh reality of defeat on multiple occasions and will be used to the pressure. Natsu's attacks will start to overwhelm Larcade because of this at some point, and that's when we're going to see something insane. Larcade is going to take the battle to the next level by transforming into, I don't want to say an Aetherius because that sounds more like a demon, but something that's an equivalent to an Aetherius, if you will, but human kinda. Since he is created and not born through Mavis's womb, it's very likely he has a transformation. Seraph probably, made sure that he did so that he would have a trump card. Seraph did say he had the power to go up against Acnologia, and from what we've seen so far, he's just nowhere near that level yet. And I mean, yeah, that's about it. I mean, there has to be some kind of boost in power on Larcade if he's gonna be able to go up against Acnologia, you know. Now this is where Natsu will be pushed back and forced to go into defensive play, I think. I also think that Natsu has a trump card of his own, though, but I'll get there soon. To start things off, Natsu is going to rely on his Lightning Flame mode, which we haven't seen in a while, but it is going to put Natsu on a much higher level than he was just previously, but it's not going to be enough. The gap between Natsu and the transformed Larcade will still be way too big. Okay, this is the point where I think Natsu will be close to being down, but still has some spare energy, and that's when he is going to smile and say to Larcade something along the line of, it's like you say, I too am a creation of Seraph, and Natsu's power will blow out of proportion, and before Larcade even know what hits him, he will be sent flying by the means of Natsu's fist. And when Larcade comes back to his senses and takes a good look on his uncle, he's going to see Aetherius Natsu Dragneel before him. But not a full-fledged transformation, bear in mind. I believe it'll be more like when Elfman fought that Element 4 guy back at the Phantom Arc, where his beast form shrunk down a little, losing a bit of power, but it allowed him to gain full control of that transformation. I think Natsu is going to have that, a semi-Aetherius form, if you will. We will still recognize the character as Natsu. but the demonic elements will be there, including horns, as we've all wanted to see on Natsu for the longest of times. Okay, I believe we're going to have a chapter titled Demons and Angels or something like that. I mean, it would be a pretty nice touch, which will refer to Natsu and Larcade both being transformed, of course. And at this point we're going to see the real difference between Natsu and Larcade. We're going to see why E.N.D is feared all over the, you know, everyone who knows about the Books of Zerv and knows about E.N.D, they fear E.N.D with such passion. Like they don't want anything to do with E.N.D basically. And Larcade, he doesn't know just the reality of E.N.D's power. He thinks he can stand up to it, okay? I don't think that Natsu and Larcade will finish their fight though, because I believe that when they're about to clash, or when they have clashed for a while, but you know, the battle is not quite finished, Mavis is going to step in and stop them. I don't know how she will stop them. I guess they're both just gonna be shocked to see Mavis or something, but that's when I think Mavis will explain to Natsu to go somewhere else where where Natsu's aid is required, while Mavis deals with Larcade, and that is how this fight will end. And that is my prediction. Well, that was all for this video. Please let me know what you think in the comments, and if you did, please like the video and subscribe if you're new. Bye.